The Nightside Project. Finish the day happy with Ethan Millard and Alex Keary on KSL News Radio.
Welcome to the Nightside Project. So this is a part of our ongoing coverage of the Slamdance Film Festival. I have here with me Michael Gallagher, and he is a writer and director. His film, Funny Story, is a selection here at the Slamdance Film Festival. So let's talk Funny Story a little bit. It's about an aging actor who's going through something of a midlife crisis and starts to kind of connect and bond in some weird and semi-irresponsible ways with people.
That's a great way to put it.
You know, you've titled it Funny Story. Is it a funny story?
Well, I think like when most people say, hey, funny story, I'm going to tell you something, it's usually something horrible. It's usually something really uncomfortable, really awkward, and painful, but in hindsight is really hilarious, maybe, to them.
Right.
Because you have to process things with humor. So the movie has a mix of comedy and drama, because a lot of things that happen in it are quite tragic and horrible. But I think we let the audience sort of experience it through the eyes of the characters, so you get to sit in the awkwardness with them. Yeah. And it's pretty funny to like put characters in a horrible situation and watch them weasel their way out.
Twist around.
Yeah.
Why did you choose this story?
Well, I love intimate stories. I love movies about real people that are just trying their best. You know, they're not necessarily the hero, the one that always has the right answer, that's always, you know, saving someone's life. I like people that maybe when they see someone, you know, like in the Seinfeld universe, it's like they see someone getting mugged and they're like, oh, it's too bad. And walk away. You know, that's like a lot of people. It's like, oh, someone should do something about that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but not me, obviously. Yeah.
Right, and so I think just kind of exploring characters that are a little more self-involved and not really seeing how their actions affect everyone else. I like that way.
So this character tries to reconnect with an estranged daughter, who's an adult now.
Yep.
In the meantime, he himself is dating a woman that is basically his daughter's age, right?
Almost a third of his age. Yeah.
So it's so he's got a lot kind of going on that he's trying to figure out. What did you learn about, and I'm going to ask you this is a self-indulgent question, because we all hit this point in life, but what did you learn about getting older? What did you learn about that process of kind of aging out of the young crowd, even though, you know, you might not feel like you're necessarily old? You know? Well,
like speaking from at least myself, you know, I think I'm not that different. You know, I don't see the world that differently than when I was 17, 18.
Right.
You know, like you kind of think you're still that age, even as your body's changing and things aren't working the same way.
Right.
Like you kind of like, you don't really see yourself aging, you kind of see yourself as, you know, this teenager. And so when you look in the mirror, sometimes you're like, who's this guy? What's going on here? And I think that happens especially to men when they're kind of like at the midway point of their life.
Yeah.
They start to realize like, oh, maybe there's an end to this.
Yeah.
They want to like feel what it was like. Like they haven't aged the same way that their body has.
Right.
So even though the world perceives it as like, oh, they're dating this younger woman, they don't see it that way necessarily.
No.
So that's why you see so many, I think, young women with these older guys.
Yeah, well, and I think you're absolutely right, because there comes a point where you kind of have to tell yourself, I'm not their peer. You know what I mean? It's like an intellectual thing that you have to accept, and an emotional thing where you have to say, no, I'm not the same age as these people. This is not my peer group.
Yeah, and it's sort of a coming of age story about a guy in his 50s, you know? Yeah. It's like, you know, it's like usually those movies are set in high school, but this is, you know, set when the guy's on his maybe second marriage and new child.
Is it because he's immature, or just...
Yeah, I think we're all kind of immature. We're all making it up as we go along.
Yeah,
you know, I don't think,
you're right about that.
It's like, you see, I've just seen that anything is possible in this world, and so many people just fake it till they make it because they just will it into existence. I think sometimes that's the only way, but sometimes that faking it can really get you in a pickle.
Yeah.
and then you have to take a hard look and realize, like, do you want to be that kind of person?
Yeah. Well, life is crazy, man. It sounds like this film is really embracing that. So
absolutely, yeah. But it's also, you know, there's fun times in it, and there's like a really strong like female ensemble, and it was really fun to like put this kind of like middle-aged TV star amongst like all these strong women, and just be a total fish out of water, total like the weakest character in there, and he's just struggling to figure out like who he is. Yeah. So yeah, no, it was a blast to make.
Yeah. All right. Well, the film is Funny Story. And you're premiering today, right?
Yeah, we're premiering today. Yeah, 2:30 at the Treasure Mountain Inn for Slamdance, and then we have another screening Wednesday, the 24th, at 10:30 a.m.
All right.
And it'll be out in the universe for everyone to see sometime later this year.
Okay. All right. We're looking forward to it. Make sure you check out Funny Story. All right. Thanks, Michael.
Thank you so much.